Yeah, I'm Lou Kerner. I founded a company called the CryptoOracle Collective, and you can reach me at Lou, at CryptoOracle.io.
It's great to have you, Lou. How do you see the relationship between traditional finance and blockchain technology evolving in the coming years, and what opportunities does it represent?
So, to me, I think history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And if you go back and you look at the first television shows, were people sitting at desks with a microphone on it going, hey, now we're on radio. Now we're on television, right? They were just doing radio on television because that's all they knew. And the traditional world of finance actually works remarkably well. So to me, it's not about tokenizing bonds. That will happen undoubtedly. But, the interesting thing is we have this whole new tool set and can do brand new things we could never have done before. I had my mind blown when I saw Web3, when I saw Bitcoin and crypto. And the first time after that my mind was blown was Baycore, which created the AMM. And that was true innovation. The world had never seen anything like that before. Something brand new. And that's what I'm excited about. People who are able to use these tools to create something brand new. The TradFi guys, they're just going to digitize what already exists. And they're pretty good at that.
As the founder of CryptoOracle Collective, what key principles guide your approach to advising projects in the Web3 ecosystem?
So I've been a VC for a long time, and I want to work for VC and for founders that I believe in, that have a shared ethos. And I always think that I'm there, really as a tool to help that person. And if I think I'm smarter about the company than I invest in the guy running it, then I stop spending time because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a success. Now I forgot the question.
The key principles that guide your approach to advising projects in the Web3 ecosystem.
So for me, when I saw the crypto light, what I saw was on June 29th, 2017, what I saw was for the first time in history, we have a tool set to solve for the community instead of the man in the middle. And that's what I'm here for. It feels to me it's like the world's going to hell in a handbag, and I don't feel responsible for the way the world is, but I weirdly feel responsible for the world I'm leaving my 3 kids.
Well said. What do you believe sets the CryptoOracle Collective apart from other advisory services in the Web3 ecosystem?
I'm a big fan of lots of other advisory services. I think we're all trying to help build this ecosystem. I think we're more than 250 now Web3 advisors, and so I think we've reached a scale that few others have. I think we have a real focus on community, and we're also now the DAO for Crypto Mondays, which is the largest crypto meetup in the world. Active chapters in more than 50 cities. We have an AI Web3 accelerator. So, we're doing a lot of things, and but we're doing all of it through the lens of community.
What excites you the most about the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain in the industry, and what do you envision as the next major milestones?
What excites me the most is being a part of the communities that I want to be a part of. And, having a set of rules, and the rules are the rules, and nobody can sit in the middle and change the rules to benefit themselves and fuck everybody else. And that's largely how the world has worked until today. And, I don't think there's any panacea. But the thing that gives me the most confidence is the bar, I feel, against which we're competing is so low.
That's true. Can you share your perspective on the most significant developments in the blockchain space in the past year?
So I'm a very active blogger. I've written more than 400 crypto blog posts. the last one that I wrote, I'm struggling to write as much as I'd like to because it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of focus. I found it very helpful to take Adderall when I'm writing. And the last thing I published was 10 thoughts after the first 4 months of 2024. And for me, I started with that I thought that the biggest story of 2024 so far was Bitcoin L2.
How do you see the role of traditional finance institutions evolving with the rise of decentralized finance and blockchain technologies?
They're going to come if we're a thing. We have to establish the market. We have to, build the rails and create the rules and, do the groundwork. And when it starts to become obvious that it's a thing, then all the traditional finance guys are going to come and compete. And they have deep pockets, and they're actually, generally, really fucking smart people who work really fucking hard. And, they're going to get a share of the market. The traditional world isn't going away. But I think the important thing is that people hopefully have choice about dealing with the traditional people and, with the people who have a different ethos.
How do you see the role of traditional financial institutions evolving with the rise of decentralized finance and blockchain technologies?
Well, again, I think that they'll evolve when it's a thing. Today, it feels very much to me like I was there at the very beginning of the internet. I picked up CompuServe as an equity analyst. I was the first analyst at a bulge bracket firm to pick up America Online. And, what most people don't appreciate, right? When was the first email that you sent?
I don't remember.
Take a guess. Around 2000 and what?
2002.
Okay, so when do you think the very first email was sent?
1990.
So the very first email was sent in 1969.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So shit takes a long time, right? And it really wasn't until Mark Andreessen invented the browser that the internet became usable by the average person. And that's where we are in crypto, right? Today, crypto cannot be used by the average person. And so, we need our Netscape moment. For me, that moment, that I lived through was, I was the biggest streamer of video in 2001. But it sucked because the pipes were too small. And so, fast forward to 2005, now I'm running the world's largest social network, and now the pipes are fat now. And so, I could easily build the technology to stream videos, but there were 3 tiny companies. And I talked to 3 of them about buying them. I bought the largest one for $250,000 at 5% of my. And fast forward a month, somebody uploaded a video called Lazy Sunday. It was an Andy Samberg Saturday Night Live video. And that day, that website became the fastest growing website in the history of the internet. 6 months later, Google bought it for $1.5 billion, and that was YouTube. And fast forward 5 years, Chad Hurley, the CEO, emails me, and he says, hey, we're having our 5-year birthday party. We want to fly you out to San Francisco to tell the story when you called us. That was the first time we thought, hey, maybe we're really a company. And so I flew out there to congratulate me. Thank you for coming. I congratulated his success, but I couldn't help myself. And I had to say, hey, Chad, if they had uploaded Lazy Sunday onto Bolt, we would have been YouTube. And he laughed really hard. And he said, of course you would have been. I said, but why would my brother have uploaded it to your site? And I love that story because it teaches me 2 things. One, it's lightning in a bottle, right? You can work hard and, have a really good idea, but, a lot of it is just fucking happen chance. But it turns out there's a lot you can do to optimize, lightning in a bottle happening to you. And to me, that's what being an entrepreneur is. And to me, now in crypto, I just feel like I'm here waiting for crypto lazy Sunday moment. When somebody builds something that people A, want, and B, can get.
What do you see as the biggest challenges facing adoption of blockchain technology, and how can the industry overcome that?
The biggest problem is that nobody's built something that people want and can use. And that's what we need to build.
How do you envision the future of Web3, and what impact do you think it will have on the internet as we know it?
I know the future that a lot of us want is, where, in my mind, if decentralization is actually going to be a thing, it starts with decentralized identity. Until we have decentralized identity, we do not have decentralized anything. So that's step one. And that's really one of the focuses of the AI Web3 accelerator that I started, was to help support companies who are trying to solve that problem, which, I think maybe can only be solved at the intersection of crypto and AI.
What advice would you give to new entrepreneurs entering the blockchain and crypto space?
To me, the most important word in the English language is balance. And so I think what entrepreneurs need to balance is, lots of different things. I think one of the easiest hacks that people can do to get an advantage over other people is be more comfortable making mistakes. I think most people massively overestimate the downside of mistakes, and so they're very cautious and they don't make them. And I think that the people who win are the people who learn the fastest. And the people who learn the fastest, I think, are quite often the people who are most comfortable making mistakes. Because it's not about not making mistakes; it's about moving forward and learning.
Again, well said. I couldn't agree more. This concludes the interview, but if there's anything I didn't ask you would have liked me to ask, or you just want to share, then feel free to do so.
Sure. I'll just leave with these two words: buy Bitcoin.
Thank you. It was great.